Hi guys, Finn here. I'm going to talk a little louder today, so hopefully overcome the slight wind noise. Thank God for a breeze though. You won't hear many shooters say that, but I'm saying it because it is roasting hot. It's 29 degrees C here today. The things I do for you guys. Right. You guys well aware the issues I've had with this little ProSport. Was it the gun? Was it the scope? The jury's kind of out on that one. Hang on, let me get rid of those sunglasses. It's interesting. I've got the Veyron on this HW97 carbine. I know this rifle is an absolute tack driver. I've zeroed it in and it's producing, what can I say, it's producing flyers. I can only put this down really to the scope rather than the rifle. I know this rifle is extremely capable of excellent accuracy, and I don't know, I don't think I'd have confidence hunting with this combination, because the jury is, the jury is definitely out on this scope until I've put considerably more rounds down range. Like I say, I'm having the same issue as what I had with the ProSport. I'm getting like 3 going through more or less the same hole, and then inexplicably I'm getting flyers going to the left probably by about an inch. It's not really acceptable. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking live quarry with that as is. I will test out a few more different brands of pellets and see if it's any changes in the pellets make any difference. What I will say guys, now this is a Vector Optics Veyron. I've got the cheaper Vict Optics 4-16 by 44 on my HW77, and this is just one hole in it. I've got targets downrange at 35 metres and it is just putting round after round through the same hole. I've got no issues with this scope and this rifle. So whether me and Jonathan have been incredibly unlucky and picked up dud scopes, I cannot say. I will put considerably more rounds through this and you will see me shooting. I've got a bit of a treat. This is going to be a hell of a long video guys, because I've got 4 guns what I want to demonstrate other than just the ProSport. What I will say is I have a lady shooter with me today who has just zeroed in this HW30, and I'm being brutally honest guys, at 35 metres with an 8.5 foot-pound rifle, she is shooting sub 10mm groups, and it's putting things in perspective. This is not the world's most expensive gun. Yes, it's a quality gun, but it's not the world's most expensive. It's like a beginner's rifle I'd say, and it's paired up with a wolf scope. Yes, it has got sports match mounts on it. It's a good quality mounting system, but this little what is this? I think this is 3 to 9 by 40 wolf scope. It's just not missing a beat, and I would say other than 77 it's putting the rest of these guns kind of to shame. So without any further ado guys, I'll spin the camera around in a bit and so you can see I'm not cheating, and then we'll put some rounds down range. But first of all I just want to do a little bit of pellet testing with this ProSport and making sure it's shooting as well as I expect it to. Not that I know it will, but how I expect it to. So yeah, we'll crack on and get some shooting done. Hi guys, right, back home now, bit of a debrief from the shoot today. Right, it's just been a strange day for me, apart from like the weather being 30 degrees, so I was getting cooked. I was also getting eaten alive by horseflies, which I have quite bad reactions to them, so tomorrow I should look quite interested. The ProSport, right, let's just launch into it. I've got the Hawk on board now. This is the 4-12 by 44 SF second focal plane scope. The difference it's made has been immeasurable. However, I can't just put it down to the scope. There's two things I want to cover. This can be quite a longish bit of video. What happened after reading the comments from you guys on the last video, I stripped this rifle completely down to components, degreased all the gunk. Now, I don't believe this rifle had a particular hard life. I have a feeling this rifle was a cabinet queen as such. I don't think it was shot particularly hard. I degreased it, re-lubed it properly. The firing cycle on this is absolutely awesome. So whether that's sort of helped with the improvements in shoot and in the scope, I don't know. But what I will say is I put the Veyron on the HW97K. I know that gun is an absolute tack driver. I also know today I had much the same issues where I was putting 3 shots in the same hole kind of thing, and then I was getting inexplicable flyers which were going diagonally about 1 inch to the left and 1 inch high. I need to box test this Veyron, but today everything what could have gone wrong kind of went wrong. I just want to explain a bit about the video and why I'm not seeing the shooting footage. Jonathan didn't turn up at the range until I'd packed up and was then going, so I couldn't do the comparison with the Hunter carbine. If I'd have known that, I'd have took my own TX 200 and done a comparison, but my one is 2.2 pitched up against a 177. I didn't think it was really comparable. Well, yeah, I really wanted to put two 177s against each other. And yeah, this is a carry on from today. It's now got a seagull outside like screaming its lungs out. Oh. Right, so on the range, what happened? Started shooting. Now where I shoot is on marshland and they have cattle grazing on there. The tenant farmers decided to move the cows mid-shoot, should we say, so I lost about an hour of shooting while the cows are going up and down the track adjacent to where I was shooting. Obviously with livestock around and them moving, big animals, I didn't want to risk, even though it's an air rifle and quite quiet, I didn't want to risk spooking the animals. Eventually when I got to shoot the target card, now regular viewers of the channel will know I'll have 2 of these type target cards parallel on a frame, and then I'll shoot at clock faced going round. Now I've done that with the ProSport, and because I wasn't concentrating on what I was doing, I zoomed in on the wrong target card, so you can hear rounds going round and hitting the target, but I've got no impacts to show you. I didn't even realise I'd done that until I'd got home and looked through the footage. But what I can show you is this little target card. Now this is more like it. This is what I expected from this ProSport to start with. There's 7 shots within a 12mm group there, and that, when I'm saying 12mm, it's not centre to centre, it's edge to edge. So the 2 furthest edges, if I'd gone centre to centre, it is what betters, I don't know, my maths has failed me. Oh, the heat's getting to me, sorry guys. So that was my first group. I then shot this one, slightly opened up, but all central, all nicely clustered. It is underneath my thumbnail size group. If I had a coin here, which I didn't bring one with me, it would be about a 5p group. So I'm happy the ProSport is shooting as is. I still cannot definitively say that the scope was the issue, because I've cleaned out the rifle. Whether that's had a bearing on the fact I've cleaned everything on it and re-lubed it, and also put a new scope. But I have a feeling the scope was the issue, because on the 97 is now producing flyers it's never done before. So I don't know what to say of that. I will say the ProSport, my pellet testing has proved to be very, very pellet fussy indeed. And strangely enough, the pellet what I shot that group with was Crossman Premier Ultra Magnums. These are the 10.5 grain pellets. For some reason this rifle absolutely loved those. Because Jonathan didn't turn up on range in time and I packed up, I still haven't tried AirArms Diablo Field through the rifle. However, I tried a variety of other pellets, and the Premiers were its pellet of choice. I have noticed the rifle isn't hold sensitive, but if you do hold it wrong, it will let you know. If you use the correct mounting techniques and shoot a springer as a springer should be shot, it will shoot very well indeed. So with that guys, yeah, the ProSport, I'm giving a big thumbs up. I rate it highly, and for your patience in putting up with this video and sticking with it, I just want to share something with you guys, which I will be getting down on range. You guys have probably heard me keep talking about the BSA Superstar. Now, I was supposed to be picking one up from Ken. Unfortunately, I had an accident in my car, which I wasn't able to go and pick it up. However, Jonathan, bless him, after listening to me singing their praises, has gone and got himself a Superstar. It's 177. Now the one he got didn't come with the original stock, or it came with the original stock, and someone had done some DIY on it and basically sanded down the cheek piece and all sorts on it. But he's been and spent some money on this Superstar, and he's got everything on it as is the original rifle, but he's gone one better and got a lovely walnut stock. And I want to show you why I love this rifle so much. Have a look at this, guys. Now, this is walnut stocked BSA Superstar. What an absolutely iconic and beautiful rifle. I can't wait to get this out on the range. It was supposed to be shot today. Unfortunately, like I say, didn't turn up in time, but I will be getting this out. This, if you guys are unfamiliar with how this works, is it's basically a push button underlever, and then you have a rotating breech on this, so when you take this all the way down, I'll just cock it, that rotates, and you've got almost a slide. You slide the pellet down in, and then it's a case of returning this and closing the breech. And I should be able to decock this, hopefully. No, the anti-bear trap's in. I'll put it on safe. But I just want, though this is cocked, it is unloaded, there's no rounds in it whatsoever. I'll just show you this and I'll go and fire the action off in a second. But I just want to show what a beautiful, beautiful rifle. When BSA made this rifle, this was basically to compete with the Veyron HW 77 and then what was coming in, the 97 as well. But this rifle is one of the few what will really hold its own against the HW guns, and I'm so excited about getting this on the range as well. I promise you, next time I get out on the range, it will be, the next video is just going to be non-stop shooting. I'll just take a shed load of guns down there, and it'll be a very long video. We'll put all the rifles through their paces, and we'll pitch this vintage Superstar against a TX, a 97k and a 77k, and see how it fares. But trust me guys, I know these rifles very well. They're absolute beautiful rifles to shoot, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So one last quick look, and I'll just pop this to the side. And sorry once again for no actual shooting footage, but at least you can see I'm on the range, guys. And as always guys, thanks for your continued support. So thumbs up for the ProSport, thumbs down for the Veyron, and a big thumbs up for the Superstar, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers guys.